Welcome everybody to Cup with Gup on this beautiful Thursday, October 21st, 2021. We have a little PGA update. NFL Thursday Night Football, Browns versus Broncos, going to be quite the puzzle piece to put together tonight. Very lowest scoring, projected scoring game we've had on a primetime slate thus far. Tons of injuries. Should be fun to build. It'll be interesting, but it should be fun to build. Join us right now. Cup get you 15% off, risk-free trial, 7-day free trial. If you don't like it before the 7 days is up, you can cancel and you will never get charged. Rate and review us on iTunes. Goes a long way in helping the brand out. Like and subscribe to YouTube. This video, click the like button, and in the comments, tell me who your favorite captain play is tonight. I will be giving away some winners on the coin flip later on this afternoon, and then I do them pretty much weekly. So tell me who your favorite captain play is tonight. Underdog, deposit $10, get a free $10 with the code GUP. They have NBA, NHL, NFL, college football. Got a nice little Thursday Battle Royal up there now. You can go check it out if you like. It's the best ball site out there. You can get familiar with it for next year when NFL Best Ball comes around as well. Use the code GUP. Get $10 free when you deposit $10. ZOZO Championship live update. Ownership review. Before we get to that, some surprises for sure. I knew the big guys would be high owned. I just didn't realize people were going to go like way high on them and then just kind of drop. We knew it would, like, you know, Morikawa and Xander would be 1-2. I had them at like 24-23, not 30-29. Matsu, I thought would, you know, obviously the Japan narrative and all that, he'd gained some ownership, but not that much. The biggest surprise to me was like Sung Kang, 24%. And those 24% of people are not liking stuff right now. Still a lot of tournament left, but, you know, other than that, I mean, these things are so hard. One or two things like that gets off, it just goes down the board. You know, Fleetwood wound up being 10%. And I can see it because I think people would have heard all week that no one's going to own them. No one's going to own them. I had them at 6.3. The Norris guy that we talked about, the got in late, he got all the way up to 8%. A little surprise there. Vincent, 9%. I mean, those kind of, I mean, but it, you know, it just, everybody just kind of decided to go heavy stars and scrubs. I have some of that, but I have more middle build, so I don't hate it. We'll see how it all, we still got 3 more days of this. I did not expect some of the scores we saw yesterday. A lot of guys. See if I got it pulled up here. A lot of guys over par. I think I added it up earlier and we had 1 second. All right, it's coming up. Yeah, so I mean, 28 guys under par only, and you have 42 or more over par, it looks like. I mean, plus ones, plus twos, plus threes, plus fours, always some sixes. You know, scoring was difficult. I mean, there's guys that still went low. Hiroshi Awada is -7, taking the lead from Japan, obviously. Neiman and Matsu had some first-round leaders sweat there. Both finished -6. Thought we were going to get at least one of them in. Neiman parred 18. Thought he was going to birdie. I mean, I was hoping he'd birdie go. Both of them parred 18 for that matter. So a little frustrating there. Some other notables: Willie Z -1, Fowler even, Xander even, Morikawa +1. Morikawa kind of battled back there. Sung Kang, who I just mentioned, was popular, +4. CT Pan was popular. I was on him, +6. Now, I did note, I put out showstoppers earlier, that he started +3 over at the Olympics and wound up getting the bronze. So maybe he just struggles with jet lag or something. Probably a good little showdown play today. No one's, I mean, at that price and sitting at +6, I don't see too many people playing him. We have 4 weeks left of the fall swing before we take a break until the Tournament of Champions. We have the Bermuda Championship. I think this is the hybrid between Euro and PGA, the first one. Gay is defending. Mayakoba, Hovland's defending. Houston Open, Ortiz is defending. And then the RSM, Robert Streb is defending. And then we will take a break till the Tournament of Champions in January over in Hawaii. Thursday Night Football, like I mentioned, Browns versus Broncos. Browns currently -1, over under 40.5. Implied score, Browns 20.75, Broncos 19.75. Let me take a drink real quick before I go through this long injury report. Nick Chubb out. Kareem Hunt out. Baker Mayfield out. Melvin Gordon questionable, expected to play. Bridgewater questionable, expected to play. Beckham questionable, true game time decision. Jarvis Landry has come off the IR, but we still got to see if he gets activated for tonight specifically. Jerry Jeudy, game time decision, but doesn't look like he will play. So a lot of, I think that was 4 of the top 6 price guys are not looking good for tonight. A couple of them already out with Chubb, Hunt, and Mayfield. So interesting slate, though. I think the biggest deal, and I wrote up all my full article and everything on the site if you want to check out all my thoughts, is typically when we see one of these ugly games, could be from weather, it could be an old Ravens-Steelers type game. Like you think great defense, shut them down. I don't really think that's necessarily it. This is more of injury type stuff. You know, is if OBJ and or Landry play, that'll help some. But I don't know if it's like I have a feeling the public or the perception is going to be load up on defenses, low scoring, all that. I do think it could be low scoring, but it's mainly because both these teams like to run the football. And even with the injuries there, they're still going to try to run the ball. I can see Case Keenum having a decent night tonight. He played in this offensive system in 2017 with the Vikings, with the head coach. If he has enough weapons, I mean, he may throw a little more than usual, but I don't mind playing him tonight at all. De'Ernest Johnson is probably going to be a highly owned captain, only $6,900 in the captain spot. He should get the workload. Felton will get some C on third down back and stuff, but I do think Johnson will get the majority of the work. Depending on how the Landry OBJ thing works out, if only one of them are there, which I would assume would be Landry, I got a good feeling Landry will play. So if OBJ's out, I like Landry. He could be a good captain. Sutton's getting a ton of targets, 14 last week. I think Bridgewater stays there, assuming he plays. He's questionable, but I think he's going to play. I personally like Javonte Williams over Gordon in general and tonight. I think they're both playable for sure. And then some of the auxiliary pieces like Donovan Peoples-Jones, Rashard Higgins, those kind of guys are going to matter on who's healthy and who's not. The two things I said to the premium community was, you can leave a ton of money on the table. Don't feel like you have to spend up because the average spend tonight is way less than normal because all these guys were priced into the pricing that are out. And then two, if you can't be around that last 60 to 90 minutes, I probably wouldn't play. Maybe one lineup if you can switch real quick, because not only are we waiting on those injuries, but there's pretty good injuries on the O-line, D-line, and other pieces of the game that won't affect who you pick. But if you get 2 of these O-linemen back or 1 of the O-linemen back for the Browns per se, that could boost them. If they're both out again, maybe it hurts, like Case Keenum, because he can't, he may get sacked a lot. Maybe it does bump some of the defense. All that stuff's going to be kind of washed out once we get to that inactive and active. I think it's a big night to be around. I don't know what time the game starts. I think 7:20. So I normally come out about 6:45 or so. 5:45 or so my time, so 6:45 Eastern. I think the kicker, the quarterbacks are in play, but one thing to remember with quarterbacks and kickers tonight is strong wins projected. I don't think it hurts the quarterbacks as much. They can throw short passes, and these wide receivers like that. But I do think it hurts the kickers in a spot that if people aren't checking the weather, they may go play kickers in D tonight, expecting a 17-14 type game. So I'd keep that in mind. Some pay down options you can look at, depending on how the injuries shake out. Anthony Schwartz, Kendall Hinton. Remember, he was the guy that was the COVID quarterback last year for the Broncos. If Judy's out, I think he could be a good, super cheap, Harrison Bryant potentially. But you don't have to pay down a lot tonight. Now you can if you want to get unique, but and there's several spots that you can still fade. Don't be afraid to, you don't have to get a piece of everything. Get that game script. I'll be in Slack or around as we get the inactives, actives, and update and that kind of stuff. I think it'll be a good game in general. Got 4 college football games. We got the Game 5 of the Braves Dodgers as well. So it should be a good night all in. Monkey Knife Fight picks hitting at a great rate for me right now. Use the code GUPS, GUPS. Get a free, up to a free $100 when you deposit up to $100. It's a dollar for dollar match. I don't like a lot tonight. I only have one. I did give away, I think, 3 PGAs. We'll see how that goes. Did well Monday. More or less 3.6x. I'm going to go Dearnce Johnson over 60.5 rushing yards and Javonte Williams over 48.5 yards. Take both the rushing. I think the teams are going to try to establish a run. I think Javonte bust a big one at some point tonight, 20, 30 yarder. So the rest of it should come fairly easy to get to that 49. Coin flip out later today. At halftime tonight, I will drop Ryan and I's pod when we go through the entire 10-game slate in a very unique slate with some big, heavy favorites. The read option college football pod with Bobby Berger out tomorrow morning. I will be live Sunday, 10 Eastern for the live chat. I need to see what time I keep saying that. I'm going to do it before I do the coin flip to see what time we expect the coverage to be on Sunday morning for the ZOZO being in Japan. I don't want to cross up that, but I'll be around Sunday morning one way or another. Like I said, Cup gets you 15% off, includes a 7-day free trial. Come check us out. If you don't like it, you can cancel and never see charge. Have a blessed evening today. A lot of sports on, a lot of things to do. 3-game NBA as well. Dan's already got his article out, a very well-written one. Go check that out if you want to get a little NBA action as well tonight. Have a good one, and I will see you later on for the coin flip. Thanks.